You're most welcome to Daudi Alaba Laboratory. I'm so excited at this particular point that you are together in the laboratory at this particular episode. I'm going to be sharing with you another interesting episode about the ownership of this particular farm. You can look around here. This is a chicken coop that I built some 1 year ago, and the other one is the first of it, the smaller one. I started with the local chicken, and you can see on the background I have huge chicken house that is double storage. But unfortunately I don't have capacity to stock all the birds in that chicken house, so I have just managed to stock the lower section of the house. So the upper section is still empty. I'm going to be bringing the chicks very, very soon. And disclaimer that there is nothing that you should bring different edges in the same house. But at my condition, I am going to do it so. I'm going to bring all the chicks in the upper section of the house because I am really not able to really bring the birds in this chicken house once. This is a capacity of 1,800 or 2,000 birds, depending on how you want to push it. But it is maximum of 1,800 birds. So I'm going to bring it very soon, and I'll be sharing with you how I am going through with the process of managing it until it becomes successful. Why I am going to do that one is I commonly share with you that this is the laboratory where we practically share our experience about poultry farming. And when we are doing practicals, there is a preliminary test and there is a confirmatory test. I'm going to do the preliminary test and then you confirm. After confirmation, if it doesn't work, you should be not doing it. But if it works, that different edges, when properly managed, they can be managed in the same farm. Why I'm going to do this? And what you may ask, why did you build this house if you know that you can't put all the birds at once? I was curious. I wanted something bigger, and I'm very greedy. I'm greedy for development. I really want to develop, and also the community around me. You can see my community is something. It is completely rural. Our houses are grass stats. That is my first house there. I built it when I was about 8 years. Yeah, I built that house, but now it is a kitchen for my grandma. But at this particular point, our houses are just like that. The way you see, there is nothing else. The houses are just like that. And at this particular moment, I had been so hungry for the development. I really wanted something to change, and I didn't know how to change it. Instead of building a fancy house, this house cost me about 9 million, which in this particular location would build a very, very fancy house. But I decided to do this. And I built this house because I knew I was on my way. I was on a journey to become so progressive in the journey of poultry farming. So what I decided to do is actual to build this house, because building house itself is very stressful, considering that I don't have enough land here. It is only this portion of land that you can see from the other side there of the chicken house, and then going also at the end of the chicken house. If I'm not mistaken, there is another house the other side there. It means the boundary is just in the middle. So considering this small amount of land, I can't really just build one small house because I cannot stock all of them, and I will build another one later. Let me tell you, this house can stay more than 10 years. So I'm thinking a little bit long term. So in thinking long term, it means there is also high possibilities of me stocking all the house at once. And before I forget, I want to assure you that the other chicken house there is also empty. That is the chicken house where I brought the first flock of the birds. They were being raised over there. And some few months ago, I sold them off in plan to get enough feed to feed these birds over here. And one of my friend on YouTube, who normally consistently watch me and is very big fan of me, he was asking, Daudi Alaba, I wonder if the farm that you always talk about is yours. Because how can you be managing a farm when you are not around? So that is very passionate question, and I really like the question, and this is the point where I'm going to be sharing with you. I cannot talk so much about it. This farm 100% belongs to me. My name is Daudi Alaba. I started it in one of the video. I said how I started it from security guard to selling second-hand clothes, and after that I started this farm. And I didn't just start up today. Started from the other chicken house, the smaller one that you are seeing behind me with the 3 hens. So that is the progress that have brought me to this far. But the key thing that I do here is I have collected too much knowledge into my brain about poultry farming, and I can even act a consultant for you. Anything that you want to know about poultry farming, you can just put it in the comment section. I'll get to see it and then I'll answer you at the very right time. So the farm really belongs to me. When I'm not around is because of the great team, and I'm part of the team. So how will you get a great team? I'll explain this one to you. A great team is those committed people who are able to manage your farm to the expectation of your like. So if you want people to really help you, the first thing that you should do is to help people. Value, actual money is the product of value creation. If you don't add value into people's life, it means it is almost impossible for you to get money. But when you're chasing money, you can't get it. But when you chase value, what you get is money. I was talking about the background, the family background of mine, and I was telling you that this community is not properly developed. But there are very many youths, very energetic ones. They're just staying idle, they have nothing to do. What I've decided to do is to bring something whereby I can give them some job. At least they can manage to buy soap, and others can put food onto their table by themselves. And doing that, it has given them perfect peace in their life, and that peace has actually motivated them to be so energetic. If you want to solve a problem, you shouldn't just go and solve the problem. First, look at the root cause of the problem. That is what exactly I've done here. People here are being suffering a lot with the poverty, and what I've done here is not really the total solution for the poverty, but it is the start. So that is what has made me to reach up to this far. And what I want to tell you personally is tomorrow I'm going to be sharing another video with my manager. He'll be sharing with you how he is thinking about life. He's somebody who is, I may say, more optimistic than me, but he's very, very curious in helping another African brother. And me too, I want to help another African brother to rise. That's why we say we rise by lifting others. I'm so grateful that you have watched me up to this far. My name is Daudi Alaba. I'm so humbled to you because you have always been together with me in this channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're watching me for the first time. And don't forget to click onto the notification bell so that whenever we put another new video, you shouldn't miss a piece of it, because it may be part of the solution to whatever kind of problem that you are going through in your farm. And if you have not yet started your farm, Daudi Alaba is here. I can be a consultant for you, and you can also learn from this channel in case you are unable to contact me directly. Watch on what I'm doing, and remember, this is not our stopping point. We are planning to become bigger. Like I told you, I just borrowed this land. The upper section belongs to my grandma, and the lower section belongs to my uncle. They are humble. They decided to give me, and I'm so appreciative to them. I'm so thankful to what they have done to me, and it does not mean that I will always remain here. This is a family setting whereby people move around. You can't be chasing people every time, so it is not really something which is sexy. So one day I'm planning to acquire another land somewhere. Thank you so much for watching. I love you.